What's going on, guys? Apparently, there's some more stuff going on with Mr. Beast. Yeah, and it keeps getting worse and worse the more that I hear. Let's check out this video from the Quarterer. He's a reliable source, and you guys sent me the video, so that's double reliable. Let's check this out. There you go. Wait, let me read this. Chris Tyson, partner, speaks out allegedly. Oh my gosh. Chris Tyson, partner, leaked a response to drama has surfaced online. Oh, this is about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. I was going to read it all out, but I'm pretty sure that the Quarteran's going to do it, and I don't want to keep pausing too crazy. But I'm reading it, saying a lot of stuff about Chris Tyson allegations. I'm doing this like that's the instrument. That's not a piano, nigga. If there's a piano in there, that's not the main instrument. I'm playing the keys. I'm over here playing imaginary keys, nigga. Ain't no damn piano. Mr. Beast has reportedly hired the same lawyer as Harvey Weinstein. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm not making no insinuations. That's nuts. That's nuts.
What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I wanted to let a few things kind of percolate in the Mr. Beast story so I could give you a more meaty update. I wish I could be providing an update to you that said, hey, he had come out and accepted responsibility and fired the right people and stopped worrying about having the appropriate response and just did the right thing. This is the same kind of couch lock paralysis vibe.
Does the owner of Pepsi come out whenever there's a problem? Does the owner of McDonald's come out personally and speak? No. This nigga Mr. Beast, that's the thing. Mr. Beast has presented himself to be an actual person for so long that people forgot that this nigga is a walking business, right? Like, he's not going to do none of that. He might come out later on once they like do a lot of like structured on how this is how I should respond, but he probably is not more than likely going to personally respond himself. He put out a video recently and that joint touched millions again. Like Fresh and Fit. So like, I don't know. What can we say? You know what I mean? That's going to make him speak about it, right? And honestly, I'm not even the type that's going to even say he has to, right? I'm not going to even say that he has to, because from what I've seen, the thing that's the main focus is Chris Tyson, right? That's like most of what was going on. And then you got the Delaware thing. I do think, yeah, that's something. If he was aware of that, yeah, my nigga, yeah, you gotta speak about that for sure. In those messages, you were in it with Chris Tyson. You wasn't saying what Chris Tyson was doing and saying, but you still was like, they're acknowledging it. Like you saw it. So I don't know. Morally, yes. I'm not like with the cancel culture thing. So I don't like the bandwagon on that kind of stuff. But morally, I do think that, yeah, you should address these things. 100%. Yeah, nah. Even if I was to take my business mind into it, no. F that. Yeah, no. That nigga, he should respond. Right? He should. It don't even got to be on the main channel, my nigga. you need to just make just a response, like an acknowledgement, right? To like, yo, listen, blah, 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 this disassociated. That's not me. I don't rock with that. I don't even think it has to be on your channel necessarily. Because it has nothing to do with whatever the hell you normally do in your content. But I do think more, and this is me just speaking morally, I think that would be the choice, is to actually come out and speak and address it, right? Blame and all that other stuff. I think we need more information too, for us to, before we could say fully F Mr. Beast. I need to see like actual full accurate information and not just allegations from former employees, right? Because they could just be like just capping for the money. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if the Quarterman's going to get into it. I swear we're going to listen to what the Quarter has to say. I rock with him, right? I like his channel. I think that if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Beast just paid one of those employees that was making exposing videos on him with all the allegations. Mr. Beast just paid that dude like $50,000, I think, if I'm not mistaken, right? It wasn't hush money though. It was like, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings money. It's weird. It's really, because according to what the guy was saying, he can still speak on Mr. Beast and expose him. But Mr. Beast just gave him $50,000. I don't know what the hell to think of that. That sounds crazy. From all sides. From the person who made the allegations too. You just took $50,000. But I needed the money. The what? What? Nah. It just don't seem right to me.
Overanalysis that companies like Bud Light and now Harley Davidson are facing.
About that.
They're too dang worried about coming out and saying the correct thing, and they're more worried about saying the correct thing. If you get what I'm saying, you know. And really, Mr. Beast could have made all of this go away with one simple trick. Now there's more messages come out. There's a story that says he hired the same lawyer as that Harvey creep from Hollywood. He just keeps making it worse and worse for himself, when all he had to do, I'm going to give you this information for free, Mr. Beast, should you ever be able to invent a time machine and go back and handle this right. The reason you're in this mess exclusively is because your friend, your trans friend, acted poorly, and you couldn't just fire them. You just couldn't fire them.
I have no hate or disdain for the alphabet community in this video is for educational purposes. I do think that he should have been fired though. I think he should have been fired. I don't think he should have ever stood up for them. You should have fired them from the beginning if you was aware of all this stuff. That's my personal opinion, right? And once again, like, I want to be clear that I'm not demanding anything from Mr. Beast. I still think that we don't have all the information about a lot of the stuff that's alleged. Right. But and also I want to state that I don't think that I should say I'm not demanding that Mr. Beast has to come out and speak about this. I'm saying if you're talking about from a moral standpoint, then yeah, I'll probably address it. If it's all bullcrap, then I would let the lawyers handle it. If I'm gonna just be honest, if it's all like, if all of it is false, right? And everyone's lying, all the screenshots is fake, everything, then I'm letting the lawyers handle that. I don't think he should speak about it if he is 100% innocent. But if he was wrong and he 100% did that, nigga, if you don't come out here and talk about that shit, bro, right? And I think all people are really putting him on him is you hiring these people. That's all people. They're not even saying you nasty. They're not alleging anything about Mr. B. They're saying the allegations are you're hiring certain people who are nasty. That's the allegation, right? The main one. And then all the other stuff I don't really care about. Like, well, we were treated horribly in this video that was a challenge for a bunch of money. You don't say. You don't say. You mean like Fear Factor or The Challenge or any of these other game shows? Like, nigga, if you don't get out of here with that, like the harsh conditions, nigga, how much money you got? That you was aware that you was going to be put through harsh. Shut up. You signed up for that, nigga. But other than that, but yeah, I think those were the main focuses to my knowledge, unless there's some more information I don't know.
Because you knew the left would eat you alive. Any normal person would be like, yo, my employee's using my name to hook up with people that he shouldn't be. You're fired.
Yeah,
Issue statement. I disavow behavior. I fired them immediately when I found out. Carry on. Yeah. We would have been done with this a month ago. But instead, he was like, oh, no. What if I lose my woke Hollywood connections? I just got this Amazon deal. Okay, well, instead of just doing that, I'm going to hide, obfuscate, turtle, and then I'm going to hire high-priced lawyers to come in and tell me that I need to give my employees sensitivity training. You don't need sensitivity training to know that you don't put your hands on people that don't want it, and you don't spend time with them before they're of age. It's pretty simple. Everybody knows that. I know that, and clearly I've never had sensitivity training. Now,
Nick, I might be missing some elements. I didn't know anything about hands being put on anyone. Oh, that's nasty. Who did that? That was Chris. Let's hear the rest of this. But that's crazy.
Things continue to get worse as more stories come out. Now, obviously, there's a lot of like hyping stuff up and saying, "Oh my God, I have a new leaked document, and now I really got him." Mr. Beast's channel is not going to go away. It's not going to be removed off of YouTube. It's simply too large to fail. And many of his viewers are completely insulated from a lot of this coverage. Now, many of you have emailed me to tell me, hey, actually, my kids do know about it. And they heard about it online. But if you're using the YouTube Kids app, you generally don't see videos that are discussing this kind of stuff. And in an all-time PR disaster, I'm going to start with the most hilarious thing. Mr. Beast has reportedly hired the same lawyer as that Harvey creep.
That is crazy.
I mean, this can't be true. You see Rosanna Pansino, who's really grifting off of this hard. I respect it. Says Mr. Beast has hired Matthew Hiltzik's crisis management company. Matthew Hiltzik began his PR career at Weinstein's Miramax. Matthew Hiltzik is a lawyer and publicist who represents politicians and Hollywood figures.
Yeah,
shortly after Mr. Beast hired Matthew, a Mr. Beast company email was, quote, leaked. I believe that this was their first strategic move in attempting to rebuild Jimmy's image to the public. Well, what they're trying to do is say, hey, we're woke now. Why does being woke insulate you from having your employees putting their hands on people they shouldn't and using your name to get them into the bedroom? Don't know. But the left seems to think that that's okay. Just like the left seems to think that being trans is the most impenetrable.
Yo, I feel like morally, you gotta address that. That's nasty as hell, fam. Yeah. You gotta let it be known that's not you. You're not down with that. Again, you have no association with that person. Right? If asked, I do believe that, right? I do believe that. Yeah. Because that's just nasty. And he keeps saying putting hands. Maybe I'm missing something, right? I never heard that part. Maybe you guys in chat, if you heard about it, let me know.
Plot armor in history. You see this video, the real Mr. Beast leaked document. Watch here. It says, hello, former Mr. Beast employee here. The video and insight from Rosanna paints a really good picture as to how Jimmy acts. A lot of this stuff is just people getting fake outraged. In this particular document that I've seen, there's really, there's very little that is like wild. A lot of it's like sales 101 stuff. And you see people are like, oh my God, he's perpetuating boys will be boys culture by saying, it's okay for the boys to be childish. If talent wants to draw, a weighing on a whiteboard in the video or do something stupid, let them. Assuming they know the risks and aren't missing the context on why it's not safe. People like when we're in our natural element of stupidity, really do like everything you can to empower the boys when filming.
Like, I'm sure you're aware who's watching your content. Right? You know your audience. So yeah, I don't think that's right. Yeah, I don't think, but that's something that I think can be corrected. If you're just talking about that one detail, that's something that could be right. Hey, man, take that off the board. That's what I think Mr. Beast need to do. Hey, you're wilding, right? You got to be party police.
Help them make content. Help them be idiots. Well,
So
I don't think I would be getting outraged about that because he creates content for kids. Kids, I grew up watching, Jackass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kids crotch shots are legendary. Farts are still legendary. And I'm 40 years old. So I don't really see a lot of this stuff that the left is getting all really upset about.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's something, like I just said, it's something that could be corrected. It's like, yo, hey, chill out. Take that off the board, bro. Take that off the board. It's because the way that his content is marketed, Jackass, right? Yeah, so we was watching as kids, but it wasn't necessarily pushed towards kids. Like Mr. Beast is like almost Nickelodeon level, nigga, Disney Channel level. If Jackass was on Nickelodeon or Disney, then I would agree with that argument, right? At the same time, I do agree with some portion of it, which is why I would say that it's not something that's like catastrophic, but I still think that, especially with today's nigga, take that off the damn board, bro. If I had a board and then I walk in, take that off the board. What are you doing? I barely curse on here anymore, nigga, right? And that's just because. Just in general, my audience is grown as hell, but still, I'm just like, not trying to be cursing on here that crazy. All right, so yeah, I don't think it's something that's catastrophic, but just clean the board. Just Mr. Beast, you walk in there, you see that, hey, come on, man, come on. But I don't think that's like we gotta destroy them. Like, nah. That's something that is, like I said, compared to all the other stuff, the main things is the Chris Tyson nasty messages and nasty DMs, and apparently worse because I didn't know about no damn hands being on people. But all the other stuff seemed like just like petty stuff that was like, nigga, come on. He was late for work one day. All right, come on. Come on, bro. That's something that should be, me personally, I don't think that should be taken extremely serious. Something like, hey, nigga, just wipe it off the board.
I don't see a lot of it as any big deal. It says here, we don't fake things. Make sure to prep contestants and try to create an environment where they feel comfortable talking. If you wrote a banger piece of content, but it's a 50-50 chance of working, write another piece of content. Content is limited. Don't be lazy. I want famous people in our videos, no dull moments in videos. You can't fake intensity. All this stuff is 100% fine. So a lot of this is like, oh my God. The crisis management company, I'm not surprised. We hired a lot of people, see here, not sure what's wrong with this. Viewers ask Mr. Beast or defend Mr. Beast after Rosanna Pansino leaks business document. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with this document. You see a lot of the tweets. I'm not sure what's wrong with this. It's true, and it's used more than just his company. I'm so confused. How is wanting to hire only the best employees controversial? Jimmy is spot on here. This is a winning mentality. C players can go work on baking channels. Who's to say all the A's are his friends? I've got a feeling he's going to need to be trimming some of them as well. I mean, again,
trim the fat.
I don't think, you're either an A player, B player, C player. We only want A players. This is just basic stuff, right? But
a lot of the criticisms for Mr. Beast is all just business related, bro. Right? It's like people that's connected to him that's getting the most right type of energy. Mr. Beast is just the one that was supporting them and defending them working for him. Right? Like, so I do think that if he was to come out and just like, yo, I don't mess with these dudes or these people, whoever's involved, nigga, they out of here. Not because y'all said so, but because it's been brought to my attention. Some things I might have not have known. They out of here. And I don't think no one would even be addressing Mr. Beast about this anymore. I think it's getting worse like that. But also, that's why I said, yeah, the true stuff, address that. The fake stuff, I don't think you should address that at all. All the stuff that's made up, don't address that at all. Let them lawyers handle that, nigga. All right, and it can be handled. You're going to see a lot of people switch they ish up. Oh, what I meant to say was, okay, come on, my nigga. Don't start dog piling and joining and adding a whole bunch of other stuff that got nothing to do with nothing to the more serious stuff. Move that out the way. That's going to get people to not focus on the Chris Tyson stuff, which is what I think is probably the most important stuff in the Delaware situation. I think that we probably need to get more information on that. Is that real? Is it true? I've only seen messages that people are alleging to be real. Like, is that true? Right? Is all that Delaware information true? Then those are the main two things I think that need to be addressed.
Stuff is not basic. This, according
Delaware.
to Drama Alert, who seems to have a pretty, I would say, live connection to a lot of the drama. Now, the partner of Mr. Beast's friend, Chris, the biological man who many say abandoned his family and robbed his son of a father figure to pursue a fetish. That's what other people say. It's interesting. I think a lot of people agree with that.
Crazy.
And the recent behavior that we've seen absolutely, looks like it to me. And then apparently,
I have no hate or disdain for the alphabet community. Just want to let that be known. This video is for educational purposes.
The person at the center of it all has also responded to these messages indicating that the DMs are real and suggested that only Chris and their partner, Erit, could have had access to them. So I think Chris's partner is another biological male. So the account claims Mr. Beast is afraid of inflaming the situation that could anger their corporate investors. Well, duh, any idiot can know that. Ava, Chris Tyson is, quote, disgusted by the person that they used to be, allegedly. Yeah, okay, I'm sure, because they got caught. Allegedly, Chris didn't know the age of an individual. They wish they had never engaged with the guy who drew those cartoons. Yeah, this is all easy to say now once you've been caught. You don't wish you didn't do that. You wish you didn't get caught. Also, Mr. Beast's team, here's a couple of kind of bombshells. There's an HR investigation into various claims, but Mr. Beast doesn't allegedly want, quote, anyone to say anything publicly in case it causes more things to flare up online. Well, duh. And then Mr. Beast's team is preventing Chris Tyson from talking. Any response would flare stuff up again. Duh. I'm sure he's paying Chris Tyson to be quiet. Mr. Beast and the Beast CEO had claimed tears in their eyes, had alleged tears in their eyes after Chris's tweet was posted and then later regretted it. Proper third-party investigations are being done into everything that's been brought up. I don't believe that. Corporate investors currently do not want Chris to have any social media presence for a number of years. Well, I would argue that that's all of this sounds very believable.
How could that be in their control? Mr. Beast could control that? Or how could anyone control if they're on social media? Are they going to do some kind of ban the way even the government enforces it?
It's entirely likely that all this is true just from a business perspective. And if you think of the Mr. Beast empire and you look at the behavior that his so-called friend, by the way, no friend would behave like this.
Yeah.
No friend of yours, they're not a friend of yours if they're willing to put your entire empire at risk so they can get their rocks off. That's not a friend. It's important to clarify.
I'll be cutting people off. I don't want that energy around me. I cut people off. Maybe some people would say too quick. I would say quick enough, or maybe not quick enough. I would say you need to get better at that.
These claims are being made by Drama Alert, are not being made by Drama Alert. They originate from a, quote, anonymous account, which is allegedly belonged to moderator for Chris's partner. DMs posted by this account have been.
See, that's the thing. A lot of this is like alleged and mystery accounts alleging to be people. We don't know, man. That's why I'm real iffy with a lot of some of this stuff. Well, not the Chris Tyson. They already admitted to that. Man, they was wild.
Indicated as real, but by the alleged person on the other side of things. So, I mean, how much of this stuff is real? Well, it sure looks like a lot of the DMs are real. You end up with a lot of stuff, a lot of corroborations here. You see a lot of the replies. Chris 100% knew their age, and such a wild claim, especially to say that the server was, quote, deleted as soon as he found out. You could see, is it another dude? So they're gay guys cosplaying as women. So Chris really isn't fired. He's just completely behind the scenes, but still on the company dime.
Yo, what the hell? Yo, man. Oh my gosh. I have no hate or disdain for the alphabet community at all, man. I don't want no smoke.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's absolutely, I would not be surprised in any way, shape, or form that that they're going to have to pay Chris out a massive amount of money to go away. And he's going to take it if he's smart, because he could support his family and his son for the rest of their life.
Do what
they're going to say,
Simpson
here's $5 million, delete your social media, go away.
Disappear, nigga. That's what OJ should, nigga, never to be seen again. Nigga, go retire somewhere and just disappear. Don't be all in the media. Don't be talking. Nigga, you need to go ghost. Nigga, like, just literally just go somewhere. Just live a normal life. Go get a job, nigga. And just live your normal life.
Hey, that's it.
So
that's what from a business perspective, that's what I would absolutely see happening. You see Lava responding to so much wrong in this section. They definitely knew, the age, this kind of stuff. I wasn't an on-site employee. It keeps getting worse for this dude. I mean, people are definitely turning on them, and Chris is cooked.
The memes, that they are putting is crazy.
All of this, okay, could have gone away if Mr. Beast wasn't so worried about being canceled by the left and just fired a person for bad behavior. It had nothing to do with them being trans and everything to do with them being predatory. Fire them, move on. But he refused to do that. And so now this smolders on for week 3 or 4 now, and it's not going to go away until he makes a public statement. Let me know what you think. I know there's a new video coming out from Dogpack 404 that's going to re-inflame everything. I'm sure Mr. Beast is trying to pay him off. I mean, I would be if I were Mr. Beast. It'd be interesting.
Pay the other guy.
To see. Let me know what you think
allegedly
of this story in the comment section down below. If you haven't yet, please
let me know what you think in the comment section below. Yeah, I think Mr. Beast, I don't think his channel's ever going to be like majorly affected, like in a big way. I don't think it's going to have like a huge impact, right? I do think that he might eventually address it to some degree. I think he already has previously, but people want more since more information has come out, right? And I think that he's probably going to take the advice from his lawyers and whatnot, right? But we'll see. I'll update you guys, right? I'll update you guys. I think that Chris Tyson definitely 100% nasty. Mr. Beast, you probably just got to make some adjustments, right? Make some adjustments for his business. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section.